So the best you could come up with. He came in with the chair spin.
I came in with the chair spin. It's the best spin I ever did in my dang life.
Production value is 0.
Special effects by
Dollars.
Simon. Special maneuvers by Simon. Stunts by Simon.
So what are you doing? I had no idea what you were doing.
Where are you? Come back here. Come in closer.
That's better.
Hello, hey sports fans.
Hey guys.
Welcome to another episode of Tell Me More with Adelaide Gaming Buddy. My name's Simon and this is...
Okay.
The one and only.
You've been watching too much Tiger King. I can hear it. I can hear it in your voice.
It's all about Tiger King.
Isn't it?
Speaking of Tiger King, we've been playing a game by Ubisoft lately.
Why is that speaking of Tiger King?
There's tigers in it.
You were setting me up for that, weren't you?
A little bit. No, so we wanted to do something different this week because...
We thought we would play a game that is so old that no one probably remembers it.
No.
And no one will probably watch this because it's that old. Assassin's Creed Origins.
We did that good. That was great.
We tried to play together Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
This was a long time ago.
Long time ago.
When it first got ported to the PS4. And I hate every Assassin's Creed game after number 2. And
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. And then when Assassin's Creed Origins was sort of announced, I was like, oh great, it's another Assassin's Creed game. I looked at some trailers and I thought, this looks kind of cool.
Well, it got lots of good reviews. I think that's why we got it, didn't we?
That enticed me into it. And I was like, okay, I can do this.
And now,
Like,
what was the reasoning why we never played it?
just because we had it sitting there and we were playing other things at the time. And it
we
got
just, yeah,
pushed
every
behind.
time, yeah, it just got pushed
And
behind.
that's it. And then...
It just wasn't one of
Casey's-
those games that it was like, quick, put that in, let's play it. We never had that. We were just
No.
like, oh, good game. We used to always buy games as soon as they were released because it was cheaper.
Yeah, and you can price match and all the rest of it.
Not that, but they always, I don't know if they still do because the world is dead now, but they used to always have, when a game comes out, it's always introductory price. So
Yeah.
we used to always buy them as soon as they came out, put them aside, and then never play them again. But now we have time.
We're trying to
we're-
knock our way through some of our games.
Yeah.
And Casey's wanted to play this one for a while because I think you haven't played an Assassin's Creed game. You've always heard about them through me,
Yeah.
and I think you saw me play a little bit of number 2 when we met. Because I
Yeah,
was in the
right.
middle of finishing number 2 when Casey and I met. And I love Assassin's Creed 2. It's one of my favourite games. I don't know if it's because it's super duper Italian. It reminds me of my background.
The thing is, though, I think why I kept wanting to play it, because I love Infamous, I liked Horizon, I don't know,
Just an open world.
open world, third.
Yeah.
Person.
You're always so far away. I miss you. Come
I
back.
feel like it's weird close here,
Nah,
but it
it's
doesn't
good.
look close.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, I just miss playing one of those, and the reason I particularly wanted to play this and smash it out is because I knew it wasn't gonna be that great.
No,
Or-
no.
Not that great, but I had this feeling that we could just sort of get it done quickly.
Yeah.
I think not that great. I thought, that's a game that we it's not, we don't have to get too invested in on all the side quests and stuff. I feel like we should get into it now, I think, shouldn't we? How much have we played, do you reckon?
we're gonna do like a semi-review, right? So obviously we haven't finished playing this game. However, I feel that we're equipped to do like a semi-review of the game because we've been playing through it and we've gotten to a point.
So what's a brief overview, do you think?
So for those of you playing at home that haven't played Assassin's Creed Origins,
You tell me, I have
it's
no
about
idea.
Bayek. And Bayek is a guy who
Don't want to
got
give anything
involved
away.
in some shifty business and well, not shifty business, but like they're the bad guys who originally were the Templars in the original games. They haven't really been set up yet because this is the first game, supposedly the first story.
Yeah.
And Bayek kind of goes around and he becomes a a Magi,
bad
a servant to Cleopatra, or you know, a good
oh
guy.
God, how do you know all this? I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea. All I know
I
is
skip every cutscene as well, but I just pick up the little things.
you keep saying Magi, and I'm like, what is? I thought that was his name.
That's not his name. Magi is who he is. Magi. God bless it. But the thing is that Ubisoft's way of storytelling is very, well, in this game in particular, not so good. It's very stagnant and staggered, and everything happens in short snippets, but not in a way that kind of makes you go, "Oh, what's going to happen next?"
Yeah.
It makes you kind of go,
what the hell is going on?
Yeah, like why is this? Who's this guy? There's about 112 different people with different names that have just been told to me right now in 3 seconds.
Yeah,
and I don't know who any of them are.
They look exactly the same. Bald men. There's like 4 bald men at the beginning, and we were like, "Oh, that's his son. Oh, that's his son."
Yeah, and because the character designs all look very, very similar, and it's quite vague, it's hard to know.
So I still don't know what the game's about. Revenge.
A little bit, yeah.
There we go. So it's all about revenge and killing as many of the men in helmets.
Yeah, the men with the masks, who I'm guessing become the Templars. I don't know yet, though, because I haven't finished playing the game. However...
But I think we're masked a little bit with wanting to just finish the game.
Yeah.
Because we want to move on. So I don't think we're playing it to its full capacity. So this is a very crappy review, but it's funny review because the game's not good, but it is the best game I've ever played.
It's like,
so how is that possible?
It's the best, worst Assassin's Creed game I've played. Saying the reason why I say that is because number 1 was kind of bleh. It was like it happened, and I guess for the time that it came out, it was very good, and it really sort of brought in this idea of stealth gameplay that was very fluid, and you could go anywhere, and you could jump on top of rooftops and hide, and it was great. You know, it had that sort of Metal Gear Solid-esqueness to it, but it was this sort of game where there was no real boundaries to it. You could do whatever you wanted as long as you had a way to get there, and that was great. And number 2 was good because what I found with number 2 is it embedded itself in history in a way that was really entertaining and insightful, and I found that great. And that's why I loved it. And then number 3, they changed the controls.
And then Ubisoft decided, oh my god, these are going quite well.
Yeah.
Let's smash out 5 games in a year.
Basically. And it just became an annual release thing that just wasn't fun anymore because there was a lot less love and care put into it. Why do we
find this fun? Let's go by what you've written here. So we can talk about presentation.
Presentation. The game is janky as. It is the jankiest...
I'm talking about presentation of how it looks.
Yeah, it looks janky.
No, yeah, it looks...
Everything looks janky.
But that's the gameplay, I feel. You look at the game, it's beautiful.
To a degree.
It is. It's a really, really engaging game to look at.
What game do you know that you can be standing in the middle of a fortress where there's bad guys all around you and there's fish just flying around?
Yeah, but that's a gameplay issue. That's not a presentation. Like, I guess it is presented wrong.
Presentation wise as well, I feel with this game, there's a lot of problems with I'd say the characters' movements and facial expressions. There are times where, you know, and this is really...
They haven't used motion capture.
No, really badly. I mean,
but some things it looks like it has used motion capture.
Yeah.
Very weird moments.
Where you go, oh, that was good.
There's a good smile there. That's a sad face. And then blank. Nothing. Mouth is just doing the old Sesame Street.
Yeah, where it's like people panned Mass Effect Andromeda for its really bad facial expressions and mocap and stuff. This game is on par. In certain parts of it, it's just as bad.
Really, because I do tend to, when we're just absolutely just running through trying to do as many missions as we can with skipping everything, I do look at the game, and it's amazing. There's so much detail in the little bits that we're not. You know, but at the same time, there's not, because they're just all sort of sitting there. Nothing's really happening, I guess.
Yeah, things happen strangely, I guess, in the world. I like in this game that the world is so heavily populated, and it makes
Yeah.
you feel like you're in a world.
There's always people around, isn't there? Or
Yeah.
there's always an animal around. And,
Exactly, and I think the animals are a really nice input to the game.
Yeah. I don't like killing them, but
No, but at the same time, their being there adds this sense of wilderness and freedom to
Yeah.
it. That's, I think,
yeah.
really endearing. It's
I
nice.
really like it. I really like that. That's a part of the game which is it's annoying because the gameplay, which we'll get to, is not good, but the world it's so good.
Yeah, it's rich.
I don't know.
It is.
It is. It's a rich game full of lots of hippos and tigers and lions and
And there's lots of secrets, I think, as well, which
Yeah.
is really interesting. We're running out of battery. There's lots of secrets within the
no.
game, which is really, really nice to look at
Yeah.
and to find. But at the same rate,
that we'll go to
there
the
are
game,
some things missing as well.
such in the gameplay.
Yeah.
The amount of
This
what
is
was
where
it,
the jank
glitch?
continues.
Glitch? Is that what we call it?
Yeah,
glitches.
mega
Why did
glitches.
I
Glitches
that?
everywhere.
My goodness. Simon was fighting this completely OP guard who you weren't going to win against. There's no way he saw you and you weren't going to win, and you freaked out. The control. First of all, the controller completely. The controls just went
Yeah.
out of the window, which we're trying to figure out if it's a PlayStation problem, a game problem, a controller problem.
Yeah, it's
we think
really
it's the
weird.
game. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's happening to all the controllers, but it just shoots you that way, and the camera spins around, and the character runs around. So that started happening. You paused, you got another controller, you turned it back on, and all of a sudden the guard just froze.
Yeah.
He just glitched out and was just like.
He was just stuck. He was like stuck on this mound.
It was
and he couldn't
amazing
leave.
because he got so much XP from that because
I
he killed
could,
this guy
I could
without.
destroy him, but at the same rate, it felt really
Didn't
weird.
I say that? Didn't I say at the end? I was like, it's really shallow that kill.
Yeah, like it
Didn't
didn't
even
feel
earn
like
that.
it was earned at all.
But yeah, and then there's of course the fish flying through that fortress, which I don't know something glitched weird there, which we put on Instagram.
Yeah.
Just all like the ocean
Yeah.
mechanic. What would you call it?
But it
Yeah.
was though. It was stuff from the river that was just
In-
everywhere else.
Yeah.
It's bizarre because there are so many glitches and there are so many frame rate drops and there are so many times where you're in the middle of a fight and your DualShock 4 will just completely ignore you. It just kind of goes, nah, I'm not into this.
But that's
Don't
what
want to play
makes.
this
But the
game
thing
today.
is, that's why we find it so funny because it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it makes for some funny times.
It's funny.
But at the same time,
But you know,
it's
it took-
frustrating.
And
You
going
want to play
back
a
to
good game.
gameplay as well, like when I was following that guy when I was drunk
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the game, and I was just picked a random person, and I was just walking next to him like this, right behind him. and he
Ghosting him.
Didn't even notice. Didn't even like go. Oh, it just
Yeah.
doesn't feel like I'm in the game. I just feel like I've
Yeah.
been plopped in there, and I'm just this sort of ghost
Yeah,
that no one
whereas
can see.
in, say, Assassin's Creed 2 again, really good game, it felt like that people noticed that you were a bit out of the ordinary.
Mm.
If you were running up a building, they go, hey, what are you doing? Like, that's weird. Like, just people in the street, they would comment on it, and
Yeah.
nobody says anything in this game. They just kind of go,
Oh,
cool,
ow,
enjoy yourself.
ooh,
Like,
oh, can you help me?
you run them over and it's like nothing, and I just think it doesn't make any sense at all, and that's one thing that bugs me about it.
One thing.
There's many things, but that is one of the things.
But the funny thing, another thing about this game is we played an hour at the beginning
Yeah,
when we first started
Wanted to pack
playing,
it
and we
in.
just sort of looked at each other and went, "You want to just play something else and just leave it?"
Mm-hmm.
And we sort of said, "Yeah." Then we gave it, I don't know, a few hours. Like, you want to just play it again?
yeah,
And I don't know. I don't know if it's because we're playing together and it's so funny, or if it's I don't know.
yeah.
But there's something about it. But I think we're just sort of speed playing now. We're not really listening to the story. We listen to the main story sort
Yeah.
of, but those side ones we can kind of get the gist enough to play.
Yeah, I think with the side quest, there's a lot happening, and if you're not fully invested in the story and you're not a massive fan of the
So
series, it's no point.
So this is a awful review because we're not really playing it, but I just thought
Yeah,
it was
I mean,
funny.
Yeah,
We needed to let people know our feelings because
this
what
game
do
got
you-
good reviews.
Yeah, but there's fish in a temple where there's no water just flying through the air.
Yeah,
It's
I know.
awful.
And I don't know if it's only the PlayStation version as well. So we're playing the PlayStation version.
Yeah.
Whether on the PC it's completely different. I don't know. But at the same rate, you want continuity between each thing as well. You know,
Maybe it's just a lesson that we just play the games when they come out. Maybe it was better then. They've just.
I don't think so. I feel like they would have patched the bad things out, but it's 3 years on now, and I don't think there's any patches coming for those fish.
I don't think if we contacted Ubisoft and said, "Oh,
can you patch this out? I really want to play the game and enjoy it."
Don't think so. But
it's the game you love to hate, isn't it? So
it is. It's the best.
It's fun, and I'm having fun with it, but I don't like it, and I don't like playing it.
And
but it makes me feel fun.
It's just, and it's gigantic. The map is huge.
Which is amazing.
Huge.
It's really cool.
If you were invested, it would be cool, but it's too overwhelming, and I want to finish it now.
Yeah.
So I don't care about what's happening.
Yeah, and it's funny because the way that it's set up, the characters, unlike... I keep going back to number 2, but that's just such a prime example. Unlike number 2 set up the characters in a way that it made you really care about them and invest in them. In this game, it kind of felt like it was a bit cheap. They will say in years to come that this show is the show of technical difficulties.
I was going to say the crappiest show on the YouTube channels.
We just ran out of battery. We knew we were going to run out of battery, but we ran out.
It was either going to be battery or time on the camera because it can only go 15 minutes, and this has gone for that long.
Exactly.
So it went for 16 minutes. Wow, we're going to squeeze an extra minute out of our camera.
Would you look at that?
That was exciting.
Pardon me. We'll take up where we left off. I was just talking about the story of the... Are you okay?
I ate some chocolate out there.
Do I need to perform CPR?
No.
Do you want mouth to mouth?
No, thank you. I ate some almond chocolate.
Oh, thanks for the invite. So
Assassin's Creed Origins. What is?
I don't want to, even though most people have probably already played this game, I don't want to give too much away.
Just in case for the one person that might want to watch this to see if they want to buy it.
It feels like the character setup within the game is very shallow. There's not much character setup that makes you go, oh wow, I really care about this person.
There's something that happens to the main character.
Yeah, which I only cared about, I think, because we have children, like a child, you know, and having a child.
But I think, still, even then, I don't feel anything towards the main character because of what happened at the beginning. No,
and there's like awkward love scenes and things, well, not love scenes, but like kissing and stuff, and just strange dialogue that feels very fake. Doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like it's lived in.
I think they spend more time trying to make the game look good.
Yeah, and I mean
but not to work good or to any good any other way.
I'd be really interested after playing this game to play Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Yes.
To figure out if this was like, you know, we've just developed a new sort of system for our Assassin's Creed games, and now we're going to be following that system. And if Odyssey is like a step up from that, I'd be pretty stoked because I think it's a good...
Did it get good reviews?
That also got good reviews, but this game got good reviews.
Yeah, okay.
And I want to bury it. Like, it's weird. It's a weird feeling to want to play a game, but then constantly feel disappointed by it. All the time.
Yeah, we do. Every time we swear at the game.
Yeah. And I think...
But I think, I don't know what I think anymore. I'm very tired.
I'm very... between two worlds with this game. Unlike the game Legend of Zelda Link Between Worlds.
I knew you were going to say that.
Which I'm not between two worlds about. I love that game. But
anyway.
It's a weird game.
If you've played it, what do you think? Do you have the same issues that we are having with controls? Like it just spins out of control, or
it's
just you run forward and it just runs that way.
I'd love to know if people are playing the PlayStation version, what they've experienced in their time of playing, because at the moment we're experiencing not good things,
but great things at the same time.
Yeah, it's weird. It's so weird. But
anyway,
I'd say if we're gonna go to final things about it, because we're running out of battery again.
Oh my god.
I'd probably give this game like a 6, because I enjoy it, but I don't love it at the same time. It's a good game, but it's still at the same rate not.
I reckon 5.5.
Boom, that's official. But we're
that
really
ain't going on any kind of
Metacritic.
Any kind of reputable website. This is it.
Guys, it's been amazing for you to join us. Make sure you leave some comments in the comment section below and let us know what you think of Assassin's Creed Origins. We are running swiftly out of battery.
Let us know what you think of a game that came out 3 years ago, which you've already played, or you don't care about, and you're more...
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
I don't know what to say then. I'm so tired after that break.
There's a glass of wine. Sweet sunset wine. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Come visit us over on Instagrams.
Absolutely. And we look forward to seeing you in the next one. Let us know if you enjoyed this episode. And we will just keep on keeping on. And remember that I like everything that you're doing, man. It's a real cool time. And I want to come down to your house someday and see your sweet front lawn.
So...
I'm a weird guy. I'm not even going to lie about that. I'm real straight up weird.
I'm going to stop this now.
Bye.